Now, though, I can disclose that Havengore's fate hangs in the balance. Chris Ryland, the retired businessman who bought her for nearly £800,000 in 2006 and spent over £15 million restoring her, has concluded that, at 74, he needs to hand over to someone younger. Unless we find someone to take her on, she could rapidly fall into disrepair and be lost, his son-in-law, Mike Ryland-Epton, tells me, explaining that running costs amount to £100,000 a year. Yacht brokers, says Ryland-Epton, are unable to find a buyer for what was originally a Thames surveying vessel, while an appeal to the government for help elicited an acknowledgement but no real interest. To London to join millions standing in silence on that freezing day in 1965. "40 years later, hearing that Havengore was being sold, and taken abroad by the prospective buyer, he matched the asking price and promised to move the 85-feet vessel to London and keep her there. The deal was done, only for Ryland to discover that Havengore, launched in 1956 and constructed from oak and teak, needed massive restoration. It's a constant battle, explains Mike Ryland-Epton. But it paid off, with the Havengore taking her place in ceremonial occasions, including the Diamond Jubilee River pageant in 2012, when 9 members of the royal family were on board. The boat bears a brass plaque where Churchill's coffin lay, inscribed with the words of Richard Dimbleby, commentating on the day of the funeral, and so Havengore sails into history. Not even the Golden Hind has borne so great a man. But will Havengore now sail into oblivion? Broccoli, 62, says she won't rush into casting Daniel Craig's successor as 007, it'd say that filming is at least 2 years away. It's a reinvention of Bond. Has found love with Isabelle de la Bruyere, a director of Christie's, as I disclosed last month. Now, Terry's another reason for the Earl of Snowdon to feel perky. His eponymous company, David Limley Holdings, through which he runs his bespoke furniture business, has just reported a £171,000 pre-tax profit, a profound recovery from the previous year when the business sustained a £24 million loss. Still, the Queen's nephew, 60, won't be blowing it all on romantic frivolities for Isabelle. The company still has net liabilities of £425 million. Pendleton's steering clear of those aisles. Having found love again following a heartbreaking divorce, Olympic gold medalist Victoria Pendleton has ruled out exchanging vows with her boyfriend, former Special Boat Service hero Louis Tinsley, 38. "I don't need to walk up the aisle again," she tells me at the launch party for an exhibition of Alistair Guy's photography at the Homegrown Club in Marylebone. "I realize I may have done it the first time because people expect you to do it. The cyclist turned jockey, 41, who was married for 5 years to sports scientist Scott Gardner until 2018, adds, "It's just a paper at the end of the day, an expensive piece of paper." The search is on for someone to look after the horses that pull the royal ceremonial carriages. The liveried helper's job is described as an opportunity to play a part in events that are enjoyed by millions. The Post, based at the Royal Mews in London, comes with accommodation and a salary described as competitive. The new helper must have stable management experience and be a capable rider. It's knowing the horses are ready to play their vital role in royal events, says the advert on the royal website. Lady Camilla Beresford, whose father the Marquess of Waterford owns the 2,500-acre Carrigmore estate in Ireland, reveals her family hid their stuffed animals and elephant trunk from visitors. It's quite tricky, because when you're open to the public, people have different views, which I'm fully understanding of, the 26-year-old aspiring fashion designer trails to Tatler. The elephants were killed 400 to 500 years ago. They think my dad did it last week or something.